Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is gonna happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested.
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Brett's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
What's he planning here? DDT! And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like that kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
And retaliates with a counter.
Oh! The ref's count continues. He better hustle back into the ring. This is turning into a brawl.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point. This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas first?
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Boom! Boom! A blind hurricane of fists. No end in sight. Well-placed shot gets the final word in this exchange.
And something Brett has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Figure four. And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Knocking the wind out with the elbow.
Clearly had a strategy going on there with the attention on the leg.
I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Brett. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series.
Holy, meet the barricade.
Chin-breaking uppercut. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
And now gets tossed into the ring. Hitman has him in his grasp. DDT!
Opened up the
Why on earth would he give up the pin?
He's got bad intentions.
HB. Quick reaction to Hart there. And Michaels needed that badly.
Brief sign of adrenaline from Shawn.
barrage of fierce offense.
Anticipation.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble. Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the T. Down by the DDT. And his head has taken even more damage.
Oh, my God.
Single arm back body drop. That takes power.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective. Breakneck speed. What a hurricanrana.
Like a heavy bag. Sudden cutoff from Brett. Running bulldog. Brett lining him up from the top turnbuckle.
Wants to finish this. Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Absolutely blasted there. Title in the balance here.
And a strong kick out at one.
And kicking out at this point, the
Michaels hit it. Sweet chin music.
championship on the line. This could be it.
He manages to kick out. What strength.
And this is what it means to be a champion. Any other mere mortal, that would have been the end of the line.
And guys, Michaels is stunned. HBK thought this one was over, but the match will continue.
The Hitman now taking his opponent down. Grapevine locked in. Sharpshooter applied.
Sharpshooter's locked in.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission. The excellence of execution, looking to cinch it in. Can he turn his opponent over? Yes.
Sharpshooter! Submission hold locked in. And this is hard to watch. All this pressure on the spine right now.
All that pressure just weakening.
Is Hart going to tap him with the sharpshooter? Wait a minute! What a counter!
Bret avoids impact.
Pile driver on its way.
Pile driver!
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Nice takedown. But a step through into the vintage sharpshooter from Bret Hart.
Sharpshooter applied.
This is a bad spot.
Just within reach of the ropes and forcing the submission to end. He didn't plan for this.
Oh, belly-to-belly throw.
I think that's it. That must be it. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart.
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.